Hello! Today I'm going to show you how to make this magic envelope card. It was demonstrated at one of my team meetings by my demonstrator Doris Fryman, so thank you, Doris. This is just so unique. Isn't that fun? Okay, let's get started. It's really easy. First thing we're going to do, I have to tell you that I did place my diagonal board into my Simply Scored. And if you have a diagonal board, you'll notice that there is an arrow on the back. And sometimes that's hard to see in different lighting. So I put just an address label here that helps me know that that's my arrow. So we're going to place our board on our Simply Scored. Make sure you get it up there straight. And then we're going to use a piece of white 8.5 by 11 cardstock, just for demonstration purposes. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put your cardstock into your Simply Scored with your 8.5 inch side at your score lines. And your tool has two different ends here, your stylus does. One is a small end and one is a large end. The small end is good for cardstock, the large end is good for designer paper. Sometimes the smaller end might tear your designer paper, so that's why there's two different sizes here. I'm going to use the small end, and we're going to start out by scoring at 1 5/8 inches. And sometimes it's hard to find the lines under your paper when you're using the diagonal plate. So if you just kind of get a little groove going there at the beginning, and then you're going to score all the way over. I've also found it helpful when I'm scoring to hold my scoring stylus down like this rather than up like that. It tends to skip channels easier if you have it up like this. So kind of hold it down like this. So we've scored our 1 5/8 inch line, and now we're going to turn our paper 180 degrees, and we're going to score at 4 inches. And again, find your little groove there and score at 4 inches. Now we're going to turn our cardstock counterclockwise just once, and we're going to go in and score at 2 3/4. And again down here at 9 1/8. This little triangle at the end is where your little postage stamp goes. Okay, one more time, 180 degrees, and we need to score at 6 1/8. And ladies, that's all there is to this. It's pretty simple. So we're going to take the little triangles at the top of my piece of cardstock now. I'm just going to move this out of the way. And we're going to start with our left side, and I'm going to fold this in and give it a good crease with your bone folder. That's the small side. Now the right side. And then we're going to fold up the bottom. So now it looks like an envelope. And then we're going to fold it one more time on these score lines. I'm going to press this all down good here. And then our little flap where our stamp goes, and there you have it. That's it. This is where you would put a cardstock base. This is just 5.5 by 4 1/4. You would put that in there, and then 1/4 inch smaller to do your stamping on. And then I'll show you another sample that I made. This uses the Winter Frost Designer Series paper. And I used our Snowy Day and our Christmas greetings out of the mini catalog to go in here with Island Indigo. And then this is our postage stamp punch. I just used that to show you where your stamp would go. Now, when you get ready to mail this, I would use like an Avery label, stick that right on the front, and you would have an address label over here, and you can throw this right in the mail. It's all sealed up. I did have one other idea. Instead of a Christmas card, I made a winter birthday card. So this would be just adorable. Just put a different greeting in there and some snowflakes. Send that off in the mail. And anybody who gets this would be thrilled with what a genius you are with your folding techniques. So, thanks so much for stamping with me. I hope you'll try this out. It really is simple.